Okay, Kriegspiel is a chess variant invented by Henry Michael Temple in 1899 and based upon the original Kriegspiel, German for war game, developed by George von Reiswitz in 1812. In this game, each player can see their own pieces, but not those of their opponent. For this reason, it is necessary to have a third person, or referee, or computer.
I'm ready, Oppa.
Okay, with full information about the progress of the game. So I'll continue with that later. Okay, so we're ready to start. And so I'm acting as the referee, and just basically the responsibilities of the referee are to tell you there's a pawn try, are to tell you if a pawn's been captured or a piece has been captured, and on which direction a check is, or if there's a draw by repetition, a draw by insufficient force, or a checkmate or a stalemate. The referee will inform the players. Okay, so and maybe try to pause at least a second before playing to give me a chance to say if there is a pawn try. There's 10-second increments, so plenty of time. So no pawn tries for now, will be the assumption. So just to explain again, in case anyone's just joining, opperwezen can only see his own pieces. He has a special piece set, which means he can only see his own pieces. And similarly, KyleLegion can only see his own pieces. So they're both playing blind to the opponent's pieces. And also they both have tape over the opponent's piece sets. So they can only see their own pieces in hand, not the opponent's pieces in hand. But if they capture an opponent piece, they will know if it's a pawn or a piece. And if they have an opportunity to capture a piece with a pawn, they will also be told by the umpire. So one would have to be careful, for example, of moves like this and this. In general, then they don't exist in this position, but in general, one would have to be careful of those sorts of
I was getting
plays.
worried.
No, it doesn't exist in this position, but one would have to be careful of that kind of play, or I'm drawing on like the starting position type board, or these sorts of things. So you somehow have to build a sort of safe structure within your camp. Okay, this went too quickly. Sorry. Um, how did you know? Sorry, wait a second. How did you know that a pawn was captured? How did you know?
Oh, my pawns.
How did you know?
I always test,
You always test the pawns.
no, not
Okay,
all of them.
okay. Yeah, I
The
mean,
center and then
I didn't have time
my
to tell you you have a pawn try available. So Blunderman, the Twitch says, what do you mean by special piece sets? The transparent piece for the opponent's color. Exactly. Um, uh, yes. The pieces.
sure. Well, actually, no, because Oppa will see it. So let's not do the same ponder twice.
No, I'm just showing the
But
last game. I want to show the image from the last game, which yeah. So just showing that image from the last game. So this is what um, this is what it looked like to. This is what it looks like. Okay, just need to check the event. No pawn tries. This is what it looked like to KyleLegion. He's had his own piece set, and he can't. And the problem is he shouldn't see this either. So he's put a tape over this, and you can see his own pieces. And there's a capture. What happened? There was a capture of a pawn.
oh no,
There was a capture of a pawn. Yes, they've also got
we're gonna
no board. Okay, capture of a piece. Capture of a piece. Have to say. Okay. I mean, he could guess. Um, yeah.
Okay, the only reasonable assumption is that he has placed the pawn on g5.
Yeah. So they have to kind of read the opponent's mind in a way. Um, interesting. And we have actually because yeah. Yeah, Baku's is in the chat. Okay. Oh, I should. Yeah, you have no, that's not right. There are no pawn tries. Because white can only see his pieces, but not black, and vice versa. Also, no move list and no board highlights. Yeah, so if you click, normally if you click on a piece, it will tell you where it can go to. They've turned disabled. Or, there's a pawn try, Oppa. Okay. Wait. There's a pawn try, Oppa.
How?
So just to show to the viewers.
There wasn't one on the.
No, there was, but I
capture.
forgot.
Okay.
You're in check. Yeah, sorry, you saw that. Did you see you were in check? You were in check diagonally on the long diagonal. I didn't have time to say that properly. There's a pawn try, Oppa.
Oh no, I'm bundling all of my pieces again.
There's a pawn try, Oppa.
Oh, I should have expected that too. Oh, I can't
A pawn was captured. I mean, obviously he knows that because he can see that his pawn has disappeared.
And that pawn is defended because I can't do. Yeah.
Yeah, Opera is actually streaming
I can't
this.
even go to. I can neither go to play king takes nor go king h7. So this is looking like I'm gonna get mated.
So he knows he can deduce something from the fact that he can't do those two things. He deduces there must be a piece covering this square and a piece covering this square. There's a pawn try, Oppa. So just to show the viewers at home. So as Baku says in the chat, yeah, Blunderman says there are ways of cheating. Yes, but operations actually been recording and streaming. Let's see. Let me think. Okay. Right. There's a pawn try, Oppa. There's a pawn try, Kyle. You're in check. You're in check, Oppa, on the horizontal.
This might be something. Unfortunately, I don't really. Oh,
there's a pawn try, Oppa.
It's not a check. That means.
And there's also a check. There's also a check on the short diagonal.
King take. King.
And I should have also said that a piece was taken. A piece was taken by that move.
Okay, so I'll probably move this king because unless you move the existing piece, capture.
A piece was taken. Okay, you're in. Opera is in check on the on the long diagonal. But it's easier to say on the east on the east. Yeah. On. You have a pawn capture, Oppa.
Do I have mates? No.
You're in check. You're in check on the south to east diagonal. So on the long diagonal, you're in check.
Feeling good about this game. Bakus. Thanks for the great piece.
Hey, can you hear me?
Hi there, Hi there, Bakus. Is that Bakus talking? Yes, the guy who created this piece set. Hi there.
Yeah, it's me. Yeah, I just.
Okay, wait. Let's see. Let me see. Okay. No, there are no pawn tries. Okay, that's all I can say.
Your check. I can disable the.
Your check on the horizontal. Yeah, I know. Your check on the horizontal opperwezen. Yeah, no pawn tries. No pawn tries.
It'll be on B2 or G2. F2.
This is funny.
I think it's yeah, I'm gonna try this.
You have a pawn try, opper.
It's a check.
Now,
Oh, it's not a check?
by,
Oh, I messed up.
by the way, when you have a pawn try, you should test out your pawns. But anyway.
If only you could see the board right now.
Oh,
This
I guess
position
so.
it's
is so
checkmate.
fun.
Checkmate.
I
Yeah.
tried one of the paths and it was not that one, so
Yeah,
it must have
you
been
missed
the other
you
one.
missed the smothered mate on B1. So
I didn't know what his king was.
so that's a 1-0 to Kyle because the first game was aborted, and just to say that actually this morning Kyle won 2.5 out of 3, so that's a pretty successful it's 2.5 out of 3 in standard Kriegspiel. So Opper needs to fight back. And maybe one tip for Oppo is when I say there's a pawn try, maybe try and test out all your possible pawn takes, because sometimes that, yeah,
He says that.
sometimes those you can just test it all out, and
Yeah, in the previous match when Upper played, I think it was B takes H3. I was really impressed at how fast he played it. Like he didn't even try the other pawns.
Yes. I should put you a bit louder. Yeah, I'll put you at 200% because you're quite quiet. Cool. So should we try again?
Should we look at the games now?
Yeah.
Should we? I can also like look at the Steam for the game, so I don't know.
Yeah, you can have a look through the game, and then so while you're doing that, I can continue to explain the rules, which, although we've gone through it already. When it is a player's turn, he or she will attempt a move, which the referee will declare to be legal or illegal. Well, the computer does that. If the move is illegal, the player tries again. If it is legal, that move stands. Each player is given information about checks and captures. They may also ask the referee if there are any legal captures with the pawn. Since the position of the opponent's pieces is unknown, Kriegspiel is not a game with perfect information. Chess Kriegspiel derives from a war game which was used in 19th century Germany to train military officers, because in war you don't know where the enemy camp is. As each player cannot see his opponent's pieces, the game is sometimes referred to as blind chess, as opposed to blindfold chess, where you can't see your own pieces, but where you know the moves, so you know where everything is. So the rules, there are several different rule sets for Kriegspiel. So we're playing something that's called Wild 16 games, and okay, and we will see from these are the things you have to announce: who to move, the pawn tries, if a pawn is being captured, if a piece is being captured, and the direction of a check. Is it horizontal, vertical, on long of the two diagonals, or the short of the two diagonals? Or you also say if it's checked by a knight. Okay, interesting. And then
So okay, it says here that you have to indicate if there's a pawn try. You have to indicate
yes.
on which square the capture is possible.
Oh really? When it is possible for one pawn to capture an opponent pawn piece, the umpire also indicates the square on which the capture is possible to the player who can make the capture. This gives extra information but saves both players the bother of beginning every turn by trying all possible pawn captures. This is possible at no risk because pawns do not move the same way they capture. Hence, if the capture is possible, then the move is illegal. A pawn try is not announced if the pawn is pinned, that is, if completing the capture would expose the king to check. En passant pawn tries are announced, but not the fact that they're en passant captures. Okay. Well, the interesting thing about that is you'd then not only tell you where the square on which is possible, but it would actually tell you the squares plural on which captures are possible. So that is quite a lot of extra information. Yeah, okay, let's do that.
If let's say Opera can capture my pawn, do you still say the square?
If yes, on his move, I say the square on which he can take captures, the choice of squares on which he can take captures. Yeah.
What if it's a piece or if it?
No, you don't say whether it's a pawn or a piece. You just give the squares.
My question is in the situation when I played pawn at e2.
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna say that there's a pawn on e2?
No, of course not. No.
Because I need to know.
But I will
if
tell
my
you.
chaps will not work.
But I will tell you if there's a piece on d1 before you move.
You have to declare when a piece in hand is, used on the board, though, right?
No.
No, you don't. I don't believe so.
Okay.
But maybe let's look at the Crazyhouse Kriegspiel. See if that has a separate page.
What does a pawn capture mean? Does it mean that you can take a pawn, or does it mean that you can take with your pawn?
Yeah, pawn try. It's called a pawn try. Means you can take with your pawn. Yeah. It'll just let you know that you have.
Yeah. So in the case so in the case of the previous game where I played pawn at e2, he could not take with a pawn, so you will not say the square of the pawn.
You won't say the square of the pawn. You just say the squares on which the capture could be done. Oops.
The pawn that I just shopped. Just if there's a different.
Yeah. So if you drop a
make.
pawn on e2, then I will not only tell you d1, but I'll also tell you if there's a piece on f1 when it's your move. So you'll know what your choices are. So that trap will work even better in a way.
Me the pieces.
Not
the rules.
Pieces or pawns. Yeah, that's the rule. That it'll tell you which squares are. So you'll know your options. You won't have to try everything out in a certain order. You'll know which options you get to choose from.
Confused, but let's go, I guess. What's experience?
So I'll just add. You can read the rules. Okay, so Opper to play. He said he'll be. Yeah, he's ready. So no piece tries, and I'll let you know when there are piece tries. And we have 8 spectators on Lichess. Now 10 spectators on Lichess. So.
Wait, is it my move?
No,
it's not my move.
Opper's move. Opper to play.
Now it's my move.
Yep.
Move the pawn captures.
Okay, so remember the new the new rule, Opper, that if there is a pawn try, it's not the new rule, but it is a rule in Kriegspiel. If there's a pawn try, you actually get to know on which squares you can capture. So it is worth listening out for if there are pawn tries, because you'll actually hear where you could take things. So there are no pawn tries for now. There are pawn tries. There's a pawn try on D. Whoa, Kyle. There was a pawn try on D5.
Yeah, I should have waited.
There was a pawn try on D5.
It's fine.
And now there's a pawn try on E4 for Opper.
Now it makes a lot of sense to wait. I should have also.
Yeah. Oh, okay, wait. So there's a pawn try on D5. There's a pawn try on D5 for Opper.
remember
Okay,
that.
so you know,
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah, okay, so you know what's happened. So there are no pawn tries anymore. There's a pawn try for opper on c4.
That was
Oh.
an incredibly stupid move by me.
Yeah, you knew the pawn was there. There no pawn tries.
But there could be a knight there. That's pretty obvious.
Oh, that's true. It could have been a knight. Still no pawn tries. So just to repeat, in case people are joining us, each side can see their own pieces, but they cannot see the opponent's pieces, and they put a little bit of tape over their screen so they can't see the pieces in hand of the opponent. So each player is playing blind to the opponent, and yet trying to checkmate their opponent. But they'll get some certain information from the umpire, who in this game is me. Oh, there was a capture. There was a capture of a pawn. I don't say where, but there was a capture of a pawn. There's a pawn try. There's a pawn try.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'm just such an idiot. Sorry, I completely messed up. There are no pawn tries.
I'm still gonna check, but cannot take anything with a pawn.
You can say where's the capture? Yeah. So there are no pawn tries. Opper. You can say where the capture is. Yes, I wasn't doing that last game, but we rechecked the rules, and you're supposed to tell the player the squares on which they can capture. There may be several, and then they can choose between those squares. Okay, no pawn tries. One exactly. The player sees his own piece disappear. The other just moves, so he knows as well. Exactly. Okay. There's. I'm being a complete idiot. Yeah. Yeah. No pawn tries. I need to just get myself used to this. There is a pawn try for Kyle on f6.
Pawn on f6. What? Why would he ever do that? I have a pawn on f6. That makes no sense. Show up anything on f7, so what could he have on f7? Well,
Okay, so a piece was taken. A piece was taken on f6, and a pawn was just taken back on f6. I shouldn't say.
I keep forgetting that it was a piece, not a pawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that it was a pawn on f6. Never mind.
Yeah, I didn't need to say a piece was taken back, but they know that. No, I didn't need to say on f6, rather. I had to say a pawn was taken back. I didn't need to say on f6, but it was pretty obvious. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, wait. Kyle, you have a pawn try on f6. Wait, Opper. A piece was taken, well, you know that, and Kyle, that's information for you, that you managed to take a piece. But you have a pawn try on f6.
Yes, I can see that piece on my pocket.
A pawn was just taken, so obviously Kyle knows that, but that's just letting Opper know that he took a pawn with his last move.
Has something on g7, I see. Pawn.
Hang on a second, let me just think. Is there anything? No, there are no pawn tries. Oh wait, a piece was taken. A piece was taken. So that's information for Kyle. A piece, and now information for Opper. You have a pawn try. Okay. A piece was taken. Information for Opper. A piece was taken.
Wait, what? I can't.
Opper took back a piece. Last move.
I just found some very valuable information. I guess he... No.
Well, you saw
What?
your own piece taken back, so.
I tried to go to the corner, but I couldn't, so
a pawn was
did
taken.
this.
So information for Kyle, you took a pawn last move. Okay, wait, Otto, wait. A pawn was taken, you know that, and that's information for Kyle. But you have a piece. You have a possible capture on h6. A pawn try on h6. Very good. Okay, wait, Kyle, you have a pawn try on f8.
Oh, so I know. Yes. Okay. I'm first gonna try this. Yeah.
You have no other pawn tries.
Yes.
Oh, checkmate. That was sneaky. So Blunderman says, one player sees his piece disappear, the other just moved, so he knows as well. Yep. He sees his own, and the other player knows as well. Correct. He knows as well he got a piece, but he doesn't know which piece. Actually, again, Opper knows he can take on
No,
h6.
so I can see whenever I capture, I can see what piece I captured because it goes into my pocket.
Absolutely, yes.
You can see my pieces.
So you can see what piece was captured. But obviously there's a lot that's not known as well. Actually, again, Opper knows he can take h6 because again he saw his pawn disappear, so he knows there must be some piece on h6 that just ate his pawn, so he knows he can take back exactly Blunderman. Yeah. So if you want to join, play this game at some point, there's a set of instructions in the house Discord for the sort of things you have to turn off in Lichess notifications. And the other thing to work out is you have to work out how to install Bakuz's piece sets to play it. So hopefully at some point, maybe not tonight,
You want the links for those?
someone will create a little guide for how to do this and put it in the Bug House channel on Discord. That would be cool. So maybe Bakuz could just post the links there. And yeah, in the meantime, we could go ahead.
Looks like Oppa is done. I don't know. Yeah. So GG is Oppa, I guess.
Okay, so is that it? Okay, does he have to go for dinner or something? Okay. Okay, but that was a couple of games, and Kyle with a sort of very successful. The first game was a aborted game because it was a false try, and KyleLegion with a 2-love record in this Crazyhouse Kriegspiel. Pretty nice, given that earlier this morning he had a 2.5 out of 3 record in standard Kriegspiel. So it's quite a nice little experiment in this variant of the game. Okay, so I'll probably be back later this evening for some more Crazyhouse or Kriegspiel fun action, perhaps when Little Plotkin is back. But thanks, Opera, and thanks, Kyle, for entertaining us.